for the capital punishment instead. A day after Sealdah court awarded jail till death to Arjikar rape murder convict Sanjay Roy, Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee expressed her dismay over the judgment and strongly criticized it from the podium of a government event in Malda on Tuesday. Reminding her background as a lawyer, she said that she is also acquainted with the law and demanded the Aparajita bill aimed at meting out capital punishment and the harshest penalties for rape and sexual harassment to be a role model for the nation. Mamata Banerjee expressed her shock and concern regarding the case involving life sentence, highlighting the issue of accused individuals being granted parole despite lengthy pending trials. She concerned the reason behind pardoning perpetrators, emphasizing the gravity of the crime in requisition. Reflecting on her own experience as a lawyer, she mentioned having studied law and having fought cases in court, often for humanitarian reasons rather than financial gain. She specifically referenced the shooting incident involving Parha Singha Burman of Balughat, where she had represented students in securing their release. Criticizing the judge's decision, she argued that the case was indeed rare, sensitive and extremely heinous, contrary to the judge's claim that it did not qualify as the rarest of the rare. The West Bengal government on Tuesday moved the Calcutta High Court to file an appeal seeking death penalty of the convict in the Arjikar Hospital doctor's rape and murder case, and secured the court's necessary permission. We wanted the nose of the convict. How can society show humanity to such devils who engage in such diabolical acts? Society needs to be made humane, and we have passed the Aparajita bill in the assembly for the protection of mothers and sisters, she said. She further added that it has provisions for the death penalty and other harshest punishments for the acid attackers, but the centre has kept the bill on hold, and we demand it becomes a model to be followed across the nation, Mamata Banerjee said.
মনের উপরে জিকর কেসে আমি বলেছিলাম আমরা ফাঁসি চাই। যারা এত পৈশাচিক অত্যাচার করে, যদি কেউ দানবিক হয়, যদি কেউ পাশবিক হয়, তাহলে সমাজ কি মানবিক হতে পারে? সমাজকে মানবিক করতে হবে। মা বোনদের সম্মানের স্বার্থে আমরা অপরাজিতা বিল পাশ করেছি অ্যাসেম্বলিতে। আমরা ডেথ পেনাল্টি রেখেছি, সেখানে আমরা শাস্তি রেখেছি, এবং অ্যাসিডেও অনেক সময় মুখটুক পুড়িয়ে দেয়, তার জন্য আমরা শাস্তি রেখেছি। সেই বিল আমাদের পাশ করা নিয়ে এখনও কেন্দ্রীয় সরকার এবং ফেলে রেখে দিয়েছে। আমরা চাই সেটা একটা মডেল তৈরি হোক এবং দেশে এটা মেনে নেওয়া হোক। যাবজ্জীবন মানেটা কি? অনেক কেসে আমরা দেখেছি 2-3 বছরে বেরিয়ে গেছে, পেরোলে বেরিয়ে যায়। তারে অন্যায় করেও তাকে ক্ষমা করে দেব? কেন বলবে? এই কেসটা আমি সত্যি শক, বলতে পারেন আমি নিজেও একজন লয়ার ছিলাম, আমি আইনটা পড়েছি। কুমারগঞ্জে যখন গুলি চলেছিল পার্থ সিংহ বর্মনের ওপরে, সেদিন বালুরঘাট কোর্টে ছাত্রছাত্রীদের হয়ে আমি একটা কোর্ট পড়ে দাঁড়িয়েছিলাম এবং ছাত্রছাত্রীদের ছাড়িয়ে এনেছিলাম। আইনটা আমি একটু একটু হলেও বুঝি। আমি অনেকগুলো কোর্টে কেস করেছি, টাকার জন্য নয়, মানবিকতার স্বার্থে। কি করে বলেন জাজমেন্ট? একটা জাজমেন্ট আমার পছন্দ হয়নি, যে ইট ইজ নট এ রেয়ার অফ দ্য রেয়ারেস্ট কেস। আমি মনে করি ইয়েস, ইট ইজ এ রেয়ার, সেন্সিটিভ অ্যান্ড ভেরি ভেরি হিনিয়াস ক্রাইম। এবং ক্রাইম করে যদি কেউ বেঁচে যায়, সে তো আবার ক্রাইম করবার চেষ্টা করবে।
On the surprise On the other hand, the victim's father urged caution, suggested that any further actions by the Chief Minister should be carefully considered rather than rushed. TMC Supremo Mamata Banerjee has faced significant criticism from opposition parties, particularly from the Bharatiya Janata Party, which alleges that evidence was deliberately destroyed to shield the individuals associated with the party. The Chief Minister defended her administration and Kolkata police during an administration meeting, denying any wrongdoing and asserting that there was no intent to tamper with evidence. Meanwhile, the protests are continuing, demanding the death sentence to the rapist. The Sealdah court sentenced Roy to life imprisonment until death after he was convicted of rape and murdering the on-duty doctor at the state-run RG Medical College and Hospital, rejecting demands for the death penalty, saying it was not the rarest of the rare crime. The court also ordered Sanjay Roy to pay 50,000 fine and directed the state government to pay the compensation of 17 lakh to the family of the deceased doctor. On 18 Jan, the Sessions Court in Kolkata sentenced Sanjay Roy, accused of raping and murdering a postgraduate trainee at RG Medical College and Hospital, to life imprisonment. The incident, which took place on the intervening night of 8th-9th August, shook the nation with outrage. Roy, a civic volunteer, was convicted under Section 64, 66 and 103(1) of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita BNS. The heinous crime was committed while the victim was on duty, leading to a widespread protest demanding justice and stringent action against those responsible. The role of West Bengal government and the Kolkata police also came under scrutiny. On 18 January 2025, the Additional Sessions Judge Anirban Das delivered the much-awaited verdict convicting Sanjay Roy under Section 64, 66 and 103(1) of the BNS for the brutal rape and murder of the young doctor at RG Medical College Hospital. While delivering the judgment, the court emphasized that the heinous of the crime, describing it as an act that shook the consciousness of the society. Justice Anirban Das stated that the evidence presented by the prosecution leaves no doubt about the accused's culpability. The crime committed was not only a grave offence against an individual, but also a violation of the sanctity of the professional space meant for healing and care. Advocate Rahman says Sanjay Roy has been sentenced to life imprisonment till death. A fine has been imposed under 3 sections. The court directed the state government to give the compensation, but the question here is, why not the death penalty to the victim?
उसी में भी उनको जाबोजीवन कारावास दिया, एक ही संगे तीनों सेक्शन में फाइन भी किया, एक ही साथ में आपका उनको संजय का जो केस है राष्ट्र के स्टेट को डायरेक्ट लर्नेड कोड जो 10 लाख को और 7 लाख एंड 10 लाख मोट 17 लाख उनको फैमिली को क्षतिपूरण विक्टिम का फैमिली को क्षतिपूरण देने के लिए निर्देश दिया। सर आपका नाम? एडवोकेट अनीसुर रहमान। ओके, थैंक यू। फाइन भी हुआ तीनों सेक्शन में, 64 रेप में যাবজ্জীবন 66 में আমৃত্যু कारावास और 103A जो मर्डर उसी में भी उनको যাবজ্জীবন कारावास दिया। एक ही संगे तीनों सेक्शन में फाइन भी किया। एक ही साथ में
On the other hand, the defense representing Sanjay Roy sought to challenge the prosecution's case. The defense questioned the reliability of the evidence and highlighted procedural gaps in the investigation. They argued that the prosecution's narrative was based on circumstantial evidence with no direct eyewitness testimony linking to the accused to the crime. The defense asserted that the DNA evidence presented by the prosecution could have been contaminated due to the alleged mishandling by the police during the initial stages of the investigation. The defense further argued that the rushed cremation of the victim's body and the hurried post-mortem created reasonable doubt about the authenticity of the forensic findings. They claimed that the post-mortem conducted under the public and institutional pressure might have been influenced by external factors, compromising its impartiality. Additionally, the defense contended that the CCTV footage, a critical component of the prosecution's case, did not conclusively prove the accused involvement. They suggested that the presence of the accused near the crime scene was coincidental, as he was stationed at the hospital in his capacity as a civic volunteer. And so, the victim has repeatedly saying that he is innocent. And while being taken from the Sealdah court, Arjikar Medical College rape and murder accused Sanjay Roy says that he is telling that it was Vineet Goyal, the former Kolkata police commissioner, who conspired the whole thing of rape and murder of the Arjikar Medical College doctor, and he just framed him, and he is saying about his innocence.